LJ Cryer leading the way. Played with the Warriors a bit last year after he finished his college ball at Houston. Nice pass inside, and it's finished off at the rim by LeJay Jones.
LeJay Jones with back-to-back really good possessions, getting a steal and a back cut.
LeJay Jones, second-round pick of the Warriors out of Florida State. As Nickel, 9 points, leading the way for the Knicks in the first half. Robbins shot off the mark, and it's Cryer tracking down the rebound.
Robbins actually had an interesting first half as well. LeJay Jones with a nice game one. But Robbins on his way, well on his way to a quad with that, but he is playing his heart out, that's for sure.
You get 10 fouls. Might as well use them.
You might as well use them. You might as well get a triple-double with fouls.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that. He's going to end up with a double-double at this rate with the way he's playing.
Here's Robbins, top of the key, and they're going to call Ike for the reach-in. Who is the toughest guy who ever defended you in the NBA?
Patrick Beverly is just such a phenomenal defender. Putting pressure, and then he would evaluate. So if you knew how to handle the pressure well, or he would pick up on your tendencies. Oh, maybe I'm trying to draw a foul this way, or maybe I'm trying to, you know, evade your pressure that way. And then he would make his adjustments. So extremely, extremely intelligent defender. Ike with a nice turnaround jumper. He really is having a significant game. 7-0 start for the Warriors. Sorry.
Here goes Robbins with his left, can't finish, but the follow is there. A little big man game going back and forth at each other.
Yeah, Robbins is bringing it today.
Cryer loses his defender. Step back, finds the three-point line and knocks it down.
6-foot guard coming out of Houston, played 1 year already as a professional basketball player. Cryer is really, really stealing the show today. Nice pass.
Lendeborg with the bounce pass, and it's laid in by Leon.
Hours a day. This is unbelievable.
They don't mess around. It's been a 12-2 start for Golden State. As turning the corner, Knicks putting the end to the run. Jack Kyle, second-round pick out of Germany. He's a guy people are talking. Here goes Dylan Jones. As he surveys the floor, finds Dadier. Takes a three ball, knocks it down. There's the stroke the Knicks have been looking for. Now Cryer weaving in and out of traffic. Here's the ISO. Lendeborg, Dadier picks up his dribble. Ike double team. Cryer open top of the key. Bang, bang.
Cryer. Really stealing the show. I really do hope that Yaxel starts to try to get himself involved, though. He is 0 for 4 with 0 points so far. It's not only about scoring, but by being aggressive, the rest of his game will show. His playmaking will show. His ability to read defenses will show. His size and strength and his opportunities to get offensive rebounds, all of that will show with him starting to get himself more involved in the offense. I will continue to say that him being too passive is a theme that I have seen this summer league.
Okay, let's see if Lendeborg can step things up here. Under 6.5 to play in this third quarter. He's defending Dadier. Goes to his left hand, blocked off the side of the backboard, out of bounds. What do you think about that?
Level of, I'm going to go and take control of this game or take control of this offense.
Kendra, what else you got on Yax?
Yeah, the other day, the Warriors general manager, Mike Dunleavy, was speaking with our colleague, Dave McMenamin, and he literally said, you know, Yaxel is a seamless fit for how you can play both offensively and defensively. And Dunleavy said, as we transition with the veteran team that the Warriors have, they feel that he can fit right in because of his stature, his experience, his level, you know, his size. But it's funny because at the start of Summer League, Yaxel was saying, I don't know if I took too long of a break or...
Against these top players. A big part of my story wasn't just that I played well, it's who I played well against. And having the opportunity to play against the best teams is you are going to play against some high-level players, and that means more when you are able to stand out in those games.
Another block there by Lendeborg. The format here in the Summer League is very similar to the NBA Cup. As Jones trying to spin away from his defender. 8 on the shot clock, step back, mid-range, off the mark, and it's pulled down by Dillon Jones. All right, so you played against the best. Can you tell me about that game against the Lakers in the Garden during Insanity when you put up 38 points? Describe what that moment felt like walking into Madison Square Garden.
The moment walking into Madison Square Garden felt, one, it felt great because, you know, a week ago, I had to prove to my security that I was a player on the team all the time, you know, pulling out my phone, trying to, you know, Google New York Knicks roster. You see that guy, Jeremy Lin? That's me. And then all of a sudden, you know, easy access into the Garden. So that felt good. But really, no, in all seriousness, it was just, again, Yaxel with amazing defense. He is playing a perfect defensive game right now. But, you know, going back to what I was talking about.
Ooh, good block there by Jourdain.
Yeah, it was just on a taxi ride over to the game. I was trying not to look at the TV because they have these little screens in New York taxis. And, you know, then I look at the screen and inevitably it's Kobe Bryant. So I'm like, oh, let me take my headphones off. What are you talking about? He's like, oh, I have no idea who Jeremy Lin is, and da-da-da-da. And so that really pissed me off. You know, and I already grew up in Northern California where I rooted for the Warriors. So
Feel just the energy in the Garden and just kind of the moment building throughout the game.
yeah, it definitely felt it building. You could feel the anticipation. I remember the pregame warm-ups. I wanted to get off the floor. You know, I was doing my individual warm-up about an hour and a half before the game, and I wanted to get off the floor because I felt like I was getting too amped because of the energy in the building, and so I felt like that would tire me out. But there's tremendous energy, and then I always describe this moment in the fourth quarter when I hit the dagger, and as the Lakers called a timeout, I looked down at the floor because I was like, am I levitating? That's how loud it was. And no, I'm serious.
Damn.
You're looking at me like I'm crazy, but I'm telling you how loud the building was.
What a run it was back in February of 2012. I mean, the fact that you even took a taxi, that just shows you what times were like. Everyone is like Uber and apps now. No, it was yellow taxis back in the day.
Me old.
No, bro, I'm older than you. I'm older than you, bro. And I'm born and raised from Manhattan, so I know all about trying to get a taxi cab in the city, going to the Garden.
There's a hilarious story as to why I was taking the taxis, too, because 3 weeks before that, I asked D'Antoni, and this was my way of trying to get a little bit of taxi everywhere in New York City. Should I ship my car out from California? And he's like, well, you know, I don't think that's a good idea. And I'm like, oh my God, he's telling me not to ship my car out. I'm gonna get cut for sure. So I've just been in taxis. So I just taxied the rest of the way, and then, you know, I'm saying,
oh, Aikens starting to feel it. Jaden Aikens out of Michigan State. As the Knicks within 5. Didn't you also couch surf for a little bit?
No, not just, well, I mean, define a little bit. It's all relative, but I was on the couch for 6 weeks. I was on the couch for 6 weeks with my brother and my sister-in-law in Stuytown.
I respect. I grew up playing Little League there.
Okay, in Stuytown. All right. And then it's hilarious because they got this couch, and they have friends coming in town, so they're like, hey, my friends need to sleep on the couch. Can you find another couch? And I'm like, all right, Landry, you got a couch for me? So I go and sleep on Landry Fields' couch for that one night, the night before the breakout game. And then all of a sudden, his couch gets all the publicity. And my brother's couch doesn't get as much love, even though I was on there for significantly longer. They are playing hard right now. Oh, Ike, get it to Ike. Okay.
Beating the shot clock off the back of the rim. Ike pulls down the rebound.
And he back cut or an offensive rebound. These are the small things that he should be thinking about, because with his ability, all it takes is one. If he can just see one go down, that could change the whole game for him. He has the ability to just put points up quick and in spurts. And so on the other side, too, I think Cryer can help him out, or any point guard can help him out. Let's get you a couple play calls.
Ooh, little shake him back. Don't do him like that, Jaden Aikens.
That was very shifty. We got to see that one on replay.
Aikens now with 13 points, and we got a 2-point ball game on the floor, and a foul is called on the Knicks. Jeremy Lin, walk me through. And the lead is back to 4 for Golden State. Remember, the Warriors, if they want to make the playoffs, have to win by at least 2. Aikens downhill, off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Chance McMillan.
Oh, double team coming.
And a jump ball. Got his hand in there, will jump it up, and it is won by Leons. As Boyd, open wing, 3 off the mark. Ike had it batted off his hand. Akins has had the hot hand. Let's see if they continue to feed him.
He gave the ball up, tried to get the ball to go to the other side. They wanted to go right back to him. They said, you have the hot hand.
And Jourdain on the pick and roll. He'll be fouled going up. On Prime, you can see the Trailblazers and the Nuggets at 10 Eastern. Tomorrow, Prime has the Kings and the Hornets at 6:30, followed by the Mavs and the Knicks. Then at 10:30, it's the Trailblazers and the Jazz in the nightcap.
This game really has been a tale of two lineups. We've seen the Warriors starting lineup building a big lead. My goodness. And then we've seen the Warriors bench giving up that lead. And so this has been a very interesting dynamic. Now, as it looks like what the Warriors are doing to try to mitigate that, they're leaving 2 starters in with the bench group. So we see Cryer and Ike both out here right now to close out the 3rd quarter.
Boyd, the rookie out of Wisconsin, nails the free throw for 2 more. But it seems like every time the Knicks try to get close, the Golden State Warriors have had a response in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. They're very experienced. I think their team, they know exactly what they're doing. And so, you can tell as long as they win this game by 2, they're going to be one of the top 4 teams in Summer League. So this is no easy task for the Knicks to beat them.
So Jourdain will be fouled again, going up as he thought he was going to finish that one at the rim.
So here we can see they have the ball with 48 seconds left. The goal is in a 2-for-1. You want to shoot the ball between 30 to 36 seconds on the game clock. So right now is right into that 36-second mark, and that is perfect. So what they've done now is they've made it so that they can get a second possession. That's a nice 2-for-1. They didn't go too early. They didn't go too late. So as the Knicks are working their clock, they're trying to get a good possession, but naturally that takes time. And at this point, they get their shot up, and now the Warriors get exactly what they want. Their second possession, they get to hold for the last shot. So very good time management on the Warriors' part.
Khalid Robinson, the head coach for the Warriors in this Summer League, doing an incredible job managing the clock here with this 3rd quarter winding down. 5 seconds, Boyd throws it up to Ike. Can't jam it home, but the follow is there for Leons. 0.7 seconds to close out this quarter. Half-court heave.
And it's going to show who he is. He gets downhill, and that pass is so difficult to the strong side corner, being able to read that so fast. That is a very, very nice pass. As you can see here, he is reading as he attacks the basket.
11th overall pick, Yaxel Lendeborg. That's why they're so excited. He has the IQ to be inserted into games right now in the NBA.
100%. And there again with a big play. I know he ended up with a foul, but that's a very nice defensive instinct for him to see their defense is in a tough situation, so he has to come over and rotate and be the help guy.
Lance Ware to the free throw line, knocks it down, good for 2.
And the Warriors have a 4 p.m. game right now, but Memphis, Denver, Toronto have later games. And if any of those teams get a blowout win, even if the Warriors win this game, they still could potentially not make the final playoff spot.
Off the window, no good. Memphis is also in the mix. They got a 13-0 lead right now on Thomas and Mack, the main court, as Jackson Money knocking down the 3. And that game right now against the Hawks, who are 3-0 entering, so they would drop a game back. The Hawks are not guaranteed a playoff spot.
Yeah, with only 4 games and the point differential, it is really hard to tell what's going to happen.
How about Jaden Akins? I love his game right now.
Akins with a huge spark off the bench, limited minutes, but still making the most, almost a point per minute.
16 points for Akins, leading the way for the Knicks. Off the long rebound, it is McMillan out of Texas Tech knocking down the 3.
Tyler Nickel in the timeout said, Defensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. And what did they just give up? An offensive rebound for 3 points. That has been one of the Achilles heels. Warriors have 14 second half.
Here we go, Lendeborg, but he had it blocked by Dadier.
That is a second chase down block. Dadier blocking Yaxel, I believe. That happened in the first quarter as well. Early in the game, one of the first possessions of the game.
Welcome to Block Island.
Impressive timing. Coming off the block, though, another offensive rebound for the Warriors. Chance for 2 more to add to their second chance point total. They now have 16 second chance points in the game.
Dylan Jones running the point for New York. Trying to use the screen, but gives it away. Now Lendeborg has Jones and throws it up for the alley.
In 2.5 minutes of Obi, my teammate from the Toronto Raptors, I know online they're calling him the king of awkward. That is so funny. I remember after he won the championship, there was a viral clip going around of him on Good Morning America. People thought that, you know, he looked a little high. And so I texted him and I was like, hey, everything good? And he's like, I've never, ever done that, and not once smoked in my entire life. I haven't slept since game 4. And so I remember that was just hilarious. He is as innocent as America.
Look at Jeremy Lin using his broadcasting opportunity to set the record straight for his boy, OG.
Oh, there's some tussling that going on center court.
Here's the hot hand. Jaden Akins gives it up, and rocking the rim is Liam Robbins.
Akins making the adjustment. He has 16 points in 18 minutes with 0 assists because he's been on fire, and now they're starting to pay more attention to him. He's getting his passes in as well as a hard.
Wow. Yaxel Lendeborg now has a cheering section. There's always a game, right? Like anybody can take shots. Back to live action. Dadier missing from straight on. Under 6 minutes to play here in this 4th quarter. Remember, score differential will come into play for the Warriors if they can hold on for the win. Here is Money.
Another offensive rebound for the Warriors. They are doing a great job of crushing the Knicks on the glass tonight.
Weaving through the paint, Boyd gets rid of it. 2 on the shot clock. Jones. That was good closeout D by Nickel. Now the Knicks in transition.
You got
Nickel
found the right guy. Oh, it didn't go.
Keeping it alive. Nick showing some desperation. And Akins with the no-look touch.
Akins is balling tonight. And Yaxel stands up to the delight of the entire crowd.
There is an energy here at the pavilion. Here is Boyd in the corner. Too strong. Nickel pulls it down. Knicks are not done yet. Under 5 minutes to play. Dadier gives it up.
That's a shot, especially as a second-round draft pick. You got to let that one go.
Akins crossover. He is deep in his bag here in Vegas.
Akins is on fire. He has now 18 points in 20 minutes, 8 for 14 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3.
The lead is down to 10 as Boyd cutting through, rejected by Robbins, but a late. Here's Nick Jourdain. Finds his guy in Akins with Ike on him. Ike blocks it, and he feels like it went off Akins and wants his back. Khalid Robinson, head coach for the Golden State Warriors this summer, decides not to challenge. Seven on the shot clock, and it's Ike pulls down the rebound.
4 minutes left in this game. We have an interesting one brewing over in the other gym, right?
No doubt. Memphis with a big lead 32-2 over Atlanta after the first quarter. Now remember, Atlanta enters this game a perfect 3-0. All they had to do was spot in the playoffs.
Honestly, I need to leave Las Vegas ASAP. I feel like I'm bringing bad luck. First day of commentating, a team scores 4 points in the first quarter to set the record for least points ever in a quarter in Summer League history. And then 2 days later, while I'm commentating, that gets broken for 2 points. I don't know if I'm bringing some bad vibes or some, I don't know.
How hard?
2 points is extremely difficult. I mean, I know they're 1 for 13 from the field, 8 turnovers. It's as disastrous as it can get for the Hawks, who are actually 3-0.
Yeah. Here's Jourdain, gets it back on the block, looking for some help. And a good box out there by Leger Jones to get the rebound.
I have loved Leger's energy that he's played with today, and the impact that he's bringing. Loose balls, defense, running the floor, spacing. He's really playing hard. Very active player.
Dangerous pass, but it's deflected out of bounds, stays with Golden State. 5 on the shot clock here for the Warriors. And off the inbound, an offensive foul as Akins goes down.
Self. And we've seen here Cryer obviously carrying a big offensive role, heavy workload, and what they're doing is putting Leger on the primary guard for the Knicks to try to hound them, giving them a little bit of a OG Anunoby treatment, trying to put somebody else on the primary ball handler and make his night difficult. So we'll see if Leger can slow down Akins down the stretch.
It was a good pass by Akins-Adadie, who couldn't hit, and then Akins hustling all the way back to commit that foul just to stop the transition. Ike rolls to the rim, and backdoor cut, throwing it down. Malachi Leons. First point in over 4 minutes for Golden State.
We're looking at
Leons.
That's an 8-second violation.
Yes, it is. So the turnover, back to the Warriors. 3.
That one was for the people. You can see, the shirts are coming off. Look at this. We got kids taking their shirts off now after that three-pointer. This energy is crazy.
All right, if you're not familiar
On the promo.
See, I saw your body changed. the inflection of your voice changed a little bit. You were trying to get into it.
Yeah. Another turnover from the Knicks. They just can't seem.
Lendeborg.
Oh.
The crowd would have erupted with that one.
What's that trend called?
Tarps off as Ike swats it between the legs, saved by Lendeborg.
The Warriors are having fun out here. Ike, look for Ike.
Leons in the corner, finding the line is Jones, and Ike keeps it alive. Another offensive rebound.
Cryer for 3.
Nickel, they got 2-on-1 with Lendeborg getting back in transition. Have yourself a half as Jaden Akins came to play here for the Knicks.
And keep in mind, these possessions are not for nothing. Like, this point differential is extremely important.
Here's Jones.
Oh, my goodness.
No help D as Jones throws it down.
14 for the Warriors. That is a conclusive win if they can keep it there.
Jourdain with the little scoop shot gets it underneath Ike, and the Warriors are not slowing things down, knowing they need to run up the score here.
Oh,
love the effort, the hustle from Jourdain.
This has been to you, so this has been a fun afternoon thus far.
Akins too strong as Cryer out jumps everybody.
And you can
Khalid Robinson telling him, you gotta go.
We gotta score.
Ike. Oh, his follow no good. Shot clock turned off. Jourdain throws it down.
It's still gotta go get
that. Golden State not just gonna dribble this one out. They need points. Cryer finds Lendeborg beyond the arc. Ooh. Now the Knicks, you can't give up this basket if you're Lendeborg.
Oh my goodness.